Welcome to India New Year News. Our guest today is Dr. Shashikala Dwarkanath. She is a spiritual guide. She is also a Sevak at Chinmaya Mission in Boston, which was also co-founded by her and her husband, Dr. Dwarkanath. This year, Chinmaya Mission around the globe is celebrating 108th birth anniversary of Swami Chinmayananda. We are going to talk to Dr. Shashikala Dwarkanath about that around the globe. Also, what Boston Chinmaya Mission is planning to do, how the community can get involved with that celebration. And also, I'm told that recently she made a visit to various Chinmaya Mission's locations and pilgrimage in India. We are going to talk to her about that experience as well. Welcome to our studio, our show. Our studio has moved today to the Chinmaya Mission here. And it's really what a beautiful place it is. This is excellent. Already you can feel the peace and everything.
Yes.
So let us first start with the number 108 has a lot of spiritual meaning in Hindu mythology. And that marks the birth anniversary of Swami Chinmayananda. And I'm sure that Chinmaya Mission around the globe are planning big celebration. So first tell us about that.
Hari Om Upendraji, and thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm really glad you're here at the Chinmaya Maruti in presence of Lord Hanumanji. So yes, this is a very special year for Chinmaya Mission all over the world. 108 is very auspicious in the Hindu tradition. And there are many reasons for that, and there are, various well-cited examples in cosmology for that. And you know that when we do any pujas, we celebrate, say our praise 108 times. We say the name of the Lord, and then our japa mala has 108 beads. Yes. Yeah. And to me, I think what immediately connects is, in a day, we breathe a fraction of that. 108 is a fraction of the total number of times we breathe in and out. So there is what it sort of is asking us to do is, at least for a fraction of the time, remember the Lord. You're breathing, awakened, breathing time here on this earth. For a fraction of the time, remember the Lord. What a beautiful thing. And it's giving us so much of leeway,
Sure.
So anyway, 108 is very auspicious. And when you add 8 and 1, I heard it's the number of infinity. Also, it stands for that, I heard. So this is a very special time for us here at Chinmaya Mission. Swamiji was born in 1916. And so this is now its 108th birth anniversary.
Sure.
We call it Chinmaya 108 Jayanti. And yes, all over the world, many beautiful things have been planned to celebrate Puja Gurudev, and also it's a way of showing our gratitude. The only way we can show our gratitude is by continuing the work that Swamiji stood for. So in Chinmaya Mission all over, in various ways, one of the things that's being organized is many talks, pravachans on, philosophical matters or matters which would be for the welfare of people. So talks are being arranged. There are rallies and walkathons being arranged to raise, awareness about various things. Then there are musical events, and also competitions are being held for children. And I think the other thing which I want to, yes, and bringing practices into your life. Practices. We call it sadhanas. For example, saying, okay, I'll do one japamala every day, a practice that you want to take, which has not been, emphasized so much, but now that is a practice that's going to involve all age groups. The sadhana is also being practiced.
So these all things are being done worldwide. So if you can just give us some sort of an idea that how many missions are worldwide, where is the headquarters and something, so that our audience and viewers can see that how big this network is.
Yes. All Chinmaya Mission is a worldwide organization. So all over the world, the globe, there are centers. There are more than 350 centers. In America itself, we have 50 centers, meaning with a physical building, structure, and activities going on from there. And so many others happening at grassroots levels as well. So over 350 centers, And the headquarters is in Mumbai, Sandipini Sadhanalaya in Powai. And that's the main headquarters.
So now in the celebration context, what is happening here in Chinmaya Mission in Boston?
We already started.
Okay.
So just
give us some examples.
Yes, we started with chanting of the entire Bhagavad Gita just last week. Swamiji's main thing was Gita Jnana Yajnas. Because
I have read so many translations of Gita, but his translation is the best one. It is incredible that how simply he has explained entire Gita.
Yes. So he wanted that message of Gita to go to everybody. So that was his life's purpose. Actually, he did so much of other work as well. But the essence of our Upanishads is in the Gitas.
Sure.
So so we started with Gita chanting. The children participated. The 18 chapters of the Gita we recited here last week, and also in our Metro West chapter. And then we are having a visit by one of our Swamis, Swami Prakashanandji from Trinidad is going to be here between April 2nd to April 6th. And this is open to everybody. He's going to talk on chapter 15 of the Bhagavad Gita.
Here at the Chinmaya Mission
Yes. So please, all of you, everybody who's listening, this is open to everyone. And it's a free admission. Come and benefit from this beautiful series of talks. And so that's between April 2nd to April 6th.
So now you mentioned the Metro West chapter. Are there any other chapters here tell about them as well?
Yes. So here, of course, Andover Center, because we have a building, this is where most of the activities happen. But we are having thriving activities happening in Newton as well as in Westboro. We call it Metro West, and in New Hampshire, in Exeter too. So all these places, there's activities of Chinmaya Mission going on. We have more than 100 children in both Newton as well as in a Westboro chapter. So here we have about, I think, close to 400 children.
So,
350 to 400 children coming here on a Sunday.
And how old is this Andover temple now?
Upendraji, it was 2003. When
2003, remember? I think that was the first time we met as well.
Yes.
I remember the very beginning.
Yes, of course. You have been a big support for all
Sure,
that.
thank you. And I also remember you told a very, wonderful story about Swami Chinmayananda, that he was visiting your home and how he encouraged you to really go and move outside, all the teaching outside and do the temple. And okay. Now, is there any grand finale of the celebration of his, or is going to continue throughout the year?
It is going to continue throughout the year. In fact, we are having several programs. We are having a Harikatha on Swamiji's life, which is going to happen in May here by a person from New Jersey. Her name's Veena Rao, where, Harikatha is where you sing and then narrate stories. So that's going to happen. And we have a walkathon in June. We have a Samuvika Puja, where do Paduka Puja here in May. And we have the youth, of course, are involved, our high schoolers. Sure. And they are going to have a quiz for all of us after we watch a movie based on Swami Chinmayananda's life. It's called On a Quest. It's a beautiful movie. So that's
how long is the movie?
It's about an hour and a half to 2 maximum. Okay. So again, people can come for that.
Sure.
It'll be right in our auditorium. Sure. And Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda came abroad, traveled so extensively in countries away from India. And now I think for me, that becomes the main reason why anybody should come to Chinmaya Mission. And I'll explain. So Swamiji actually traveled outside India for 2 main reasons. He said, Hindus should not forget their roots. Hindus should not forget their rich tradition and heritage. It is rooted in our scriptures. It's so important if you want to lead a fulfilling, peaceful life, make your life a blessing for yourself and to others, you should get to the root of the scriptures and understand it. And that's the main purpose why Chinmaya Mission is here. So all Hindus should have a clear idea about what our scriptures are and what this religion is. It's the most beautiful message of oneness. And who doesn't want it?
Sure. And in addition to that, the classes you have on the weekends and all for the kids. I think you have virtually, I don't know how many classes Chinmaya Mission Boston does. But it was a language, spiritual.
Yes, it has. first of all, for children, starting from now, pre-kindergarten all the way to high school seniors, we have classes going on.
They're called Bal Vihar, right?
That is Bal Vihar and the Yuva Kendra classes.
Yuva Kendra.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that happens here every Sunday, again in Newton, again in Metro West, and also in Seacoast. I think that one is virtual. So that's happening. And then we have classes for adults, satsangs. And we also involve the adults where they form their own groups right here and discuss tech.
And also, many years ago when I used to visit here, there used to be a great food here. Do you still have that? Or,
Food is such an important part of anything. And yes, we do have a wonderful team of volunteers who take pride in cooking some very sattvic, excellent, tasty food and serving all the members on Sunday and anybody.
Anybody can come and eat, and there is no fee for that. It just totally, that's excellent.
Yes.
So yeah, I remember that, and the quality of the food is, absolutely super.
So lovingly prepared. They just love to do that.
Yes, sure.
Yes.
So now let's move to your trip to India. So number one, first question is, what was your mission? Why did you go there, and how long did you spend?
Okay, I will have to reveal it. I
Okay.
turned 70 this year, and I wanted to spend my birthday in a meaningful way. So I wanted to go to the places where Swami Chinmayananda has, done some major work, lived there, and important things have come out from there. And so for me, I wanted to be in those places. And so I went to Siddhabari, where his Samadhi Sthal is there. And then also went to Uttarakashi, where he studied under Swami Tapohanji Maharaj, his teacher. And then also went to Rishikesh, where he got his sannyasa. And as a side trip, I went to Gangotri, where Mother Swamiji used to spend time with his guru in Gangotri in the summertime. And what a holy place, what a blessed place it is. I had a chance to visit that. And then I came down to Sandipani Sadhanalaya in Mumbai, where Swamiji's, that's the first ashram that was established. So had an opportunity to go all over these places in a short time, but it was
Like how long, roughly?
It was only 10 days,
10
but
days,
it was so meaningful and beautiful, inspiring. Felt truly blessed to be there.
Excellent. So now, I think I do remember, the starting of this temple here many years ago.
Yes.
And you are only 70 now. Since you have disclosed, I can repeat that.
Yes.
So my question is, what is your vision for the next 20-30 years of this institution here?
Such institutions with the blessing of Pujya Gurudev, this work is so important. It has to continue, Upendraji. I told you one reason where Swamiji felt like none of the Hindus or, Indians who moved away from India should forget their roots. They forget our culture and tradition and our scriptures. So he wanted that knowledge to be all of us, to be remembered at all times. The second reason he actually, for him was very important is the message of our scriptures is not just for Hindus. It's a message, Upanishads, the message is of oneness, of unity. And in these days of divisions and wars and all kinds of, things which distract us and pull us away, this message is so important.
So you have practiced most of the teachings, I should say, of Chinmaya Mission, because, this building itself shows that how dedicated you are and build this one. What are some of the things you have learned and you practice in your life, which comes directly from Swami Chinmayananda?
Swamiji's message of the scriptures was the most appealing to me, and I could see that he lived it. So I think that really inspired me to, delve into this further. And I've been blessed by the Guru Parampara, so many teachers who afterwards, have also guided me and moved me on this path. And if you ask what it's done, I think I could see his presence and his influence in my life to this minute as well.
Yeah, but tell us some of the, this is what I have learned, this is what I practice.
Well, I love this message of oneness. How can we all be one when there's so much of, we look so different, we act so different? What is it that binds us together? And I think that the practice of the learning of the scriptures has brought a lot of clarity in that for me. And so I want to live with everybody with that understanding, that acceptance and that love. And if I can contribute a little towards that, I think I'm really blessed.
So how easy or challenging it is to, like, all these kids you have, up to high school, to teach them this type of a mission to them? How challenging is this?
Well, it definitely needs a commitment on the part of the parents as well as the children. But we as teachers, as long as we make it fun for the children and make it involved, where they can get involved, I'll tell you, you really have a beautiful program here. I'm so gratified every year, Upendraji, you should come for one of our high school graduation ceremonies.
Okay. I was not even aware of that.
Yes, please come for one of those. And I will make sure that I invite you for that, because you'll hear testimonies from the children. And then you see what it has meant to them. Many kids sit in classes and teachers might be wondering, is anything going into these children's head? Or the parents might be wondering, how many years have I brought this kid and asked him, hey, what did you learn today? Nothing. The typical answer. But you listen to those high school graduates and you suddenly see that something has really touched them in their depths. They have sort of felt very comfortable with their identity of who they are.
Actually, I remember when you celebrated the 100th anniversary, birth anniversary of Swami Chinmayananda, I came and spent a few days here in the temple, and I talked to a lot of kids at the time. And, those who have really grown up a little bit, they were totally crazy about that, how it changed their life, how much, things they learned, and it made them a little bit stress-free, in the schools, at the homes and everything. Yes, yeah.
Upendraji, we teach the Bhagavad Gita as part of the curriculum. I had not studied the Gita till a later age, I'm confessing to you. But the children are taught Bhagavad Gita in the high school years, and the message of the Gita really resonates with them. Because, it's a time of big changes in their life. They're going to go away from home, school, college applications. It's a lot of pressure. And how do you deal with it? Because mom and dad might say a few things, might guide you in a little way, but really to make it from you, from within you, and bring it into your lives. That's the message of Gita.
So now coming back to the activities here at Chinmaya Mission Boston. So tell us some of the annual functions and series you do here.
The Balvihar activities.
That continues.
Yes, that continues. So we usually culminate it either with a program of all the Balvihar, classes. They put up a show. Or it's like our walkathon that we do, bring all the centers, chapters together and spend the time together as a family picnic. One of the two we do. And then every Thursday we have Guru Paduka Puja here. So, offering our gratitude to Swami Chinmayananda. That happens regularly. We also have a cultural program, which happens. We used to have many teachers come here and teach, but our cultural coordinator organizes, brings artists from India, and we have beautiful programs.
And you have a beautiful auditorium too.
Yes.
So how many people can sit in that auditorium? Right?
370.
And that is open to anybody can rent that too, right?
Yes, for weddings, for performances. Yes, it's available.
And I have also noticed that, even many non-Hindus have rented that, place for their events and all. So it is open to everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
Do that. Also, in the past, you used to have these very nice lecture series by various Swamis who will visit here.
Yes.
Do you still do that? Or?
Yes. At least twice a year we have visiting Swamis. In the summer we have a camp for youth, and it is led by Vivek Ji from Niagara. He's also the Chinmaya Mission spiritual guide there, and he comes and is very vibrant, a young man who leads the program here, and children learn a lot and continue to, especially when they are in high school and leaving, that type of...
and also you do Diwali Gala.
That is, of course, a Diwali program happens every year, sometime in November, and it is our annual fundraising for the mission. Yeah,
excellent.
That as well.
Well, now your last word on the 100th birth anniversary celebration.
Yes. my most important thing is deepest gratitude to Swami Chinmayananda for having such a beautiful place for all of us to gather together, to learn and to grow and to serve. So I think that may that strength be in all of us. I invite all of you to come to the center, participate in our programs. It's, I think, has been such a blessing for me, and I want to share it with all of you as well. Hari Om.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Really enjoyed it, and I'm glad that we caught up with a lot of things here. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Upendraji. Thank you so much.